President Cyril Ramaphosa has cancelled his appearance in the National Council of Provinces that was scheduled for today. This follows the outcome of the investigation of the Section 89 panel, which found that Ramaphosa may have a case to answer regarding the alleged cover-up of a burglary and theft of money and foreign currency at his Phala farm. In a statement, NCOP chairperson Amos Masondo says he's received correspondence from the presidency requesting deferment of his appearance to answer oral questions. In another development, Deputy President David Mabuza will also no longer deliver the main address at the World AIDS Day commemoration event. His office says he'll be tending to his responsibilities as the leader of government business in Parliament. For more on this, we cross to SABC News reporter Lulama Matya. Lulama, thank you so much for your time. What do we understand so far about the cancellation of this appearance?
Good afternoon, Anastasia and the viewers at home. Let me start by saying that since the outcome of the panel investigating whether the president has a case to answer regarding the burglary at his Phala farm, there are various events that have been cancelled. Let me start, Anastasia, with the briefing that was supposed to be done in the morning today by Vincent Magwenya, the presidential spokesperson. He was supposed to be briefing the media about the program of the president for today, going to the weekend and next week. That briefing was cancelled. This afternoon at 2 o'clock, President Ramaphosa was supposed to be answering oral questions in that building, which is the National Council of Provinces. But this morning again, we received correspondence from the NCOP chairperson, Amos Masondo, telling us, informing the media and the nation that the president will no longer be answering questions in the NCOP. That session has been postponed because of what has transpired. Actually, Nastasia, if I can read the correspondence from the National Council of Provinces chairperson, it says that the chairperson of the National Council of Provinces, Mr. Amos Masondo, has received correspondence from the presidency requesting deferment of his appearance before the council, which was scheduled for this afternoon to reply to oral questions. It goes on further to say the letter noted that the Section 89 independent panel process has been unprecedented in the life of South Africa's constitutional democracy, and that the recommendations of the panel and their implications for the stability of the country required that the president take time to carefully consider the contents of the report and the next course of action to be taken. And he's accepted the president's request. So, Nastasia, it just tells the seriousness of which the president is taking the report and the country undergoing this unprecedented situation, because it's for the first time that a Section 89 panel report has been done in a democracy, and therefore the implications going forward, they need time, as the president's letter is saying, and careful consideration. Nastasia.
I do understand, and as you rightfully say, he was supposed to be answering oral questions in relation to issues such as load shedding, rural development, as well as the development of township economies. And it also would have been his last appearance for the session in Parliament for the year. What are you hearing in terms of what could possibly happen between, say, today and Tuesday?
Nastasia, let me start by saying that this week the president was officially opening the first ever green hydrogen energy here in Cape Town. And in that summit, Nastasia, he was charming investors, global investors, telling them that South Africa is a favorable and a stable place to conduct business. Telling them that they are welcome to come and do business in the country. And then a couple of days later, there was the outcome of the panel's report. Going forward, Nastasia, what we are expecting is that the report is scheduled to be debated in the National Assembly on the 6th of December. Basically, what happens is that whenever a report is tabled in Parliament, it must be debated in the House and adopted by the National Assembly. So on Tuesday, that will be that process. So it depends on how members of Parliament are receiving the report. If, for instance, in some cases, they unanimously receive the report, it will be adopted. But in some situations, Nastasia, it does happen that there are difference of opinions between political parties. They don't agree on the report, and then that report have to be adopted via voting. So that if ever this report on the panel is adopted with that, with voting, some political parties, especially the opposition parties, are saying that the vote must be via a secret ballot.
Yeah.
The ATM, which sponsored the motion to allow for this investigation into the presidency, is saying that there must be a secret ballot because it fears that there might be some ANC MPs that would want to vote for the report, but if that vote is not secret, they might fear comeback. So on Tuesday, we're expecting that report will be debated, and we cannot speculate, Nastasia, as to how it will turn out. We will see then as to what will happen, but the process to formally adopting it as the National Assembly, it must be tabled, debated, and if it is accepted unanimously, it is. But if there's a split decision, then it will be taken for voting. Nastasia.
Lulama, let's leave it there. Thank you so much for your time. That is Lulama Matya giving us an update there.